session as part of the SANDEM. Okay, so good evening, everyone. We have 8 members, and thanks for joining. It means a lot to me. And just leave me a message, maybe on WhatsApp. That's the fastest way with your email address. I will share this presentation at the end. So you can build upon it. And whenever I build upon it, I'll reshare this. That's my promise. So around 17, I think we have today. A lot of learning happened to me. So let's, without wasting any time, let's jump in. And it can be conversational. If you have something very valuable to add, it's a technical tool that would help to do an activity, or it's an experience which can be kept very short. Please feel free to pause me in between. So let's begin. The best 5 is what I would cover first, and then I would go ahead and cover the rest of them, time permitting. So without delay, let's jump in. The very first thing, I didn't even put a number to it. The reason, building our own email list looks like the most toughest thing to do. But trust me, after this little limited experience I have, that's the only way to get a good bunch of, you can say, followers or people who like to receive mails from you. However tiring and tedious it might look, I think that much unique it's going to be, because everyone else will give up. You are the one who would not give up. If you have interest in email marketing, trust me, start building it today. Maybe it could be on your blog, sending people a reach out on WhatsApp and so on and so forth. So a landing page can be created and they subscribe. So it's always about quality over quantity. And legally also, we need to be aware about the GDPR restrictions that have come in. And many organizations have paid huge penalty for this reason. So let's not be one of them. So there is no number to it, because this is the ground base. Because without this, we will never be able to be successful email marketers. So the first one, starting with the first of the 5, perfect subject line. What's the first thing that a customer sees? The first thing that a customer ever sees is the subject line. You all would agree. And if the subject line is attractive, the person would go ahead and choose to click. I have a strong recall of the 5 tabs in Google Gmail. I go through all. Anything that looks interesting, a quick glance, I click on that. The rest I literally ignore. So as the statistics also say, 33% of email recipients open emails solely on the basis of your subject line. So stay focused, concentrate a lot on the subject line, and keep trying variants to see what works well for you, if you are the subject here, or your client. So the beneficiary gets the most of the benefit. Some examples, I promise it's worthy. Unwrap your gift before it expires. Have a look at these 5 killer traffic campaigns, or how Jennifer Neon become an SEO expert. Automatically the antenna comes upon us. Oh, if that person can become an SEO expert, I can also become. So that's the first idea, which is have a perfect subject line or near perfect one. Second one, A/B test. I had to move this to the front for a simple reason. Let's not go by gut feel. I feel this mail will do better. Let science and the human psychology, when you do this test, yesterday in one group I saw, what's the right sample size? I think at least if 100 people open both the variants, you may get some statistics as to which one is working well, which is being opened more, which is being, some call to action is happening on that email. So an example here are some statistics. Here, as you say, $60 million, the total donation Obama's digital team raised by using A/B testing on their email. This much the difference that it can do. So let's keep our ego, preference, choices, good feeling, and go with statistics. And I'm sure you would reap the benefits. For example, you said 300%, the percentage increase in Dell's conversion rate upon testing the landing pages. So make it a practice to try landing pages with the clients. Goes without saying, must. Of your own, try variants wherever possible, and try to build your email list so much that you can easily do a test and have statistically significant confidence when you. Okay. So I think that's a background noise. So I'm going to the next one. Third one, little bit personalized. Sounds little, but actually can be a big difference. Look at this example I shared. And Sendinblue and all the tools provide this very easily. You just plunk in the first name, see the difference. Everyone likes to be addressed by name. I come from hospitality side. They emphasize it to no end. So please make sure as much possible, wherever possible, try to address the guest by the name. In this example, the first name was used, and the chances of the customer opening it are much, much higher. More targeted or more customer centric is the perception of your recipient. because that's all what matters. If they perceive it to be personal to them, they will open it. So that's the third one. The fourth one, storytelling. Of late, you might have seen a very interesting pattern has built up. There is no template. There's a long story. A lot of the successful digital marketers are doing this these days. One, I was hearing for this purpose in the morning while running, templates are treated by Google as standard mails. So stopping to use templates is a good practice now, rather than searching for what is the best template. So try create either your own template or just go with the storytelling. I'll share an example on the next slide. Storytelling is the email results in featuring all the USPs of your product in direct way. It establishes a connection with your user and creates a lasting impact and a better recall for them. And we all would agree, as long as the story is compact enough, entertaining enough, we love reading stories. So let's see an example of how what I have received. I just picked up from my mail instantly while I was doing this exercise. Look at how this gentleman starts with worry. He used my last name. That's one thing you see in the previous one. And then he goes on talking about Gaza, Britain, and then he talks about a Cadbury 99 Flakes. This I think it's a ice cream that is available in Britain, which is famous. It's shortage, it seems. So look at how he takes me through a whole story, and look where he goes. He shares a picture that he took while walking, and finally he comes at. In fact, he didn't sell anything till the last after his signature. There he writes P.S. Remember, worry. If you are ready to scale your business, here's 3 proven ways to make it happen. Join the 4 Pillars Mastery Program. Look at how from a story, he comes all the way to this 3 selling points and gives the links for the same. Download a book and then work directly with my team. Look how he's funneling me. He said 28 days challenge join. Then he says, they download my book and then he comes. So this format emails of late doing well. The reason they say email servers treat them as a general mail, genuine mail coming from your contact or a friend. So try this. You might also have a success here. The 5th one, in fact, this also I moved it to the top. What's an email without a call to action? We are not here to do charity, right? Even if you want to create good to the society, you still want them to do something, right? If I'm supporting keto, I will have a link to the keto at the end of the mail saying that please contribute, check the opportunities where you can contribute to a child or a needy. So in this example, as you see the image, the guy sells the idea, gives the name, email address, yes, give me instant access. So call to action kind of validates how functional and useful your email was to them. So always try to have a call to action wherever possible. And I think most of the emails do have a call to action possibility, barely some rare exceptions being there. So make sure the call to action is well positioned. Again, where is it located? So that the customer sees it as a logical next step and is interested to do it. So that's the 5th one. So with this, the 5 are done at this stage. If you have any personal experience with any of this area or a tool that would support doing that job better, feel free to share, because we all invariably depend on tools that help us perform better. Any inputs, ideas from anyone so far on the 5? And if you have a tool, please feel free to put it on the comment section so that that will be picked up by everyone as well. There are some tools in the coming rest of the ideas. I will prominently point out to them because I saw them to be very useful for myself. So let's proceed beyond the 5. And be negative, a strange term, but often it works. For example, best way to share is an example. 5 digital marketing blunders hurting your business. It raises your antenna better than 5 tips to scale your digital marketing. Proven statistically. So try it where it matters, but one should not do it very often because negativity as a attribute is not very highly appreciated. But try it once in a while, probably 1 in every 10 mails, probably can be one with such a kind of a subject line. So then timing, as we all know, timing is everything in life. So here, as you see, there is an imagery which tells what are the good times to send an email. What weekday should you send? Definitely everyone would say the day after the weekend, you shouldn't send because people are busy with their work. And the day, which is the weekend starting, evening after, they say it's a futile effort because no one will open the mail. So do your own study. There is no hard and fast rule. When you try different timings for your client, you will start seeing their customers, what time are they opening the emails? And then you can try to calibrate and tune it according to what is good for that business. The next one is periodic cleaning. morning while I was attending some, watching a video on the subject, I realized periodic cleaning is considered to be very powerful, because that way you are sending a strong message to the servers, and the you can say the way your IP address gets rated, that your IP address is a good one. The mails that come here get opened and not get blacklisted. So here, Sender Score is a tool that has been referred to as a good way to get the score of your IP address. If the score of your IP address is good, that means your mails are going to your customers. As the score deteriorates, then you will have to either go find a new IP, create a new domain or new IP address, which is not what exactly you want to do. So cleaning of your emails at regular intervals is a very strong recommendation. Keep cleaning. People who don't use your email, don't open your emails, at one point start excluding them, because otherwise your whole campaign will suffer, rather than when you're trying to just go with the numbers game. So that helps you enhance your open rate and also ensures there is no blacklisting. Infographics, there is no one who would ever say that I didn't like an infographic. So the tip I found could work is make an infographic, take a portion of the infographic, put it in the email, give a link for them to click and go there to download the infographic. People love sharing infographics. That means either your email gets forwarded to their friends, or they will download the infographic and share it with their groups with pride. See what I found out. So infographics is one short way to get succeed. So try wherever it is suitable. There are people who can create infographics for you. In fact, Canva can be used to make an infographic as well, which I use as a tool. There is a free version that is very easy to handle. The premium one gives you a lot more functionality. So try infographics for your clients and yourself wherever possible. Infographics can be used to create a lot of good learning content. Okay, so spam words, if you use spam words, you are ruined. So again, don't go by your gut feel, what you feel as a spam word. Go to this website, I think prospect.io. With this, we have two tools where you can identify which are all considered as a spam words. 50% off, 100% satisfied, free, meet singles, satisfaction guaranteed, and so on. So at least you can make sure you can steer away from those words which are treated as spam by the mail servers. So prospect.io, please try it. Next, improve your preview. Improving the preview is very important, because after the subject line, if there is something that a reader sees, is the preview. Like you see the HP example here, you won't want to miss these savings. That word adds as a bonus for the convincing the customer to open it. And HP, the ink sale, buy one get one 40% off. So this way you are enhancing the strength of your ammunition. If subject line is your front line, the preview text is your immediate support system. So something compelling, something that people will feel excited about to open the mail and go through it. So and this is you can experience this on Gmail, Apple Mail, and all of them as well. Then emojis, try this, it's fun. I often tried it even in the small campaigns I did. This is an example what my daughter got, Deepika, with a rainbow. Most colorful DIY ever is here. So pick a right emoji, don't put it for the sake of putting. If it is a great email, you can use the mailbox, the icon that is available on WhatsApp. So wherever suitable, maybe this can be done twice at least in every 10 emails that go out. But suitable emoji, and it will evoke curiosity of your viewer. Try emails without a subject line. Try it rarely, don't do it often, probably once in 3 months, because the recipient wonders, what is this email? And they will open it. So statistically, they say emails with no subject altogether were opened 8% more than the normal ones. But don't try it often. This is a no-no. Once in a blue moon, I'm talking about once in 3 months or something. And then give a reason in that mail that you didn't forget. You just got to get their attention. You have opened. The shortest way to say is, now that I got your attention, and you can continue. So good trick, but try very rarely. Humor always flies. When you're scanning the subject lines, always the humorous one catches your attention. I try to pick up from Google search. If the subject line is something like, are you losing your beard to your mustache? You're going to curious, what the hell is he trying to say? And they'll click open. This is an example of an email that was used by someone. So something like that, I just picked up quickly as an example, but I'm sure you can pick many more, or you can create one for your customer, and definitely Humorous One will have a very healthy open rate. Now, review your landing pages. It's very important. Most important metric is at the bottom of the slide. You should make sure the time that it takes to open the landing page is real fast. Otherwise, you will start having a poor open rate, because the next mail they will not open because they know that the landing page takes ages to open. And the rest, make sure the landing page is an extension of your email and no other activity. It should be purely an extension of your email content onto the landing page. Then you can take their name, email address, or take them to the website, whichever is appropriate. So next one, proper segmentation. It's simple. You don't target your customers with one mail for all the 1 million. You have to know your customers. You have to segment them and then try to send customized emails so they feel the email has some relevance for them and benefit for them. Otherwise, if it's a very generic mail, which it will become if you don't segment to make sure everyone can read it, no one reads it. So if you think of it, you try to make an email so all the 100 million will read it. Trust me, the open rate and the reading rate would be far lower than if you can afford to segment the mails, the database, and send a customized email, because people like to listen to something that is customized to them. So customers need interest, nature of his business, also the place where he lives, shop, and all matters. Then unsubscribe link, please treat it with respect. Make sure there is an unsubscribe link, and make sure if they unsubscribe, you remove them, because this is where your email campaign start performing better. Okay, so I think we have only 10 more minutes, so I'll try to also wind up. You're towards the end, and I think that's the last one, which is unsubscribe link. Make sure you give them the choices, and then if they choose to unsubscribe, just clear. And maybe you can send I'm not sure whether you can send a mail after unsubscription. The message can be something that we respect your privacy, so we will be removed from the database. So these are the ones which I have accumulated. I will share it. For some, this is just a revision, but I'm sure if you practice all this to the max, you will have much better performing email marketing campaigns. And as they say, for $1 of investment in email marketing, the returns typically are $33. So this is one of the strongest line that you can use to convince your clients that they must consider email campaigns or email marketing as a part of their overall effort, if need not be the only effort. So it's the most cost-effective way to reach customers, get new customers, engage customers, and retain customers. So that's it from me. So the story doesn't end, because digital is a journey that goes on. We have to keep learning. If you have any of your own learnings you want to quickly share, please feel free to share. The stage is open. If you have a question, please feel free to ask. And share your email address on WhatsApp so that I will send the file to you. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one question, Kiran.
Yeah. Okay, one, go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, I have a question. Yeah. After analyzing the spam score in the so many tools, when we send the email to the client of the data, many times it is still going to the spam folder. What might be the reason behind? मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा कोई लिंक नहीं है, कोई ऐसे जो है ऑफेंसिव वर्ड्स यूज नहीं किया है, और स्पैम स्कोर भी बहुत अच्छा है, बट स्टिल वो जो है ईमेल है जो हमारा उसमें जा रहा है स्पैम फोल्डर में.
So I think one of the most important factors could be the sender score probably can be checked. That could be one. And apart from that, again, usage of the terminology, the words which we saw in the presentation. If the words that are used are of a sale or kinds which are spam natured words, that could be another factor, though I cannot pinpointedly tell in your case. But anyone else has any thought on what he just asked? Anything that can stand out that he should check?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Hi, Kiran. So this way, hi. So the problem could be like the personalization of email. So the people which he's sending the mails. So it could be the problem of the like subject, what they are opening and what they are liking and unliking. So this could be the problem. Okay.
Any other factors, team? Anyone? Any of the participants?
Yeah. Sometimes also it can be happening this way. Like lots of people has pointed that mail as a spam mail. That's why Google has, or the mail server has landed that mail in particular in the spam folder. So it can be one of the reasons as well.
No, I have taken an email marketing service from one of the service provider of Delhi. Okay, they are IT companies and they have provided me the email marketing server. The content that I have used, that was only an image on which I have linked that image to my website. And when I'm sending that image with that email, more than 90% of emails are going in spam folder.
I think one of the factors you should also consider, as you mentioned, you have picked it up from some private entity. When you're using email marketing, often, there is no hard and fast rule. Sendinblues,
Okay.
MailChimps kind of applications have a very robust system. Anyone else who
Okay.
generally provides a third party or their own email servers need not match the efficiency of a Sendinblues and the MailChimps of the world. Try changing your provider if you have the ability and if you have the budgets of that kind, because that could play a role, because you're checking everything, but the sender's quality, that is the servers that they use, also may play a big role because the campaigns are going through their servers. Anyone has the thoughts? Because if you want to be successful, don't depend. Yeah, don't depend on the smaller entities. No disrespect for them here, but the point is they have limited resources. Please make note of that.
Also, you can also note down this name SendGrid. That is also cool for email marketing.
Okay, so that can be one. Any other question?
I have one question. I have found out from somewhere that if while shooting any email campaigns, if we'll put the reply word in the subject line at the start of any subject line, will that land up properly, and will there be any high opening rate according to you? What do you think about it?
Good question, Saurav, from my side before I request others to contribute. Typically, as I shared a while ago, an email without a subject line, these are once in a blue moon ideas, like including the reply. That can be like that last resort kind of an emails, but not on a regular basis, because the customer will see or the email servers might see that, okay, why did the word reply come, re ... right? Then it definitely puzzles them. What was the intention behind putting it that way? It's definitely not a good practice, but it can be an acceptable practice if it is giving results. But as we discussed a while ago, it definitely should be something that is rarely used. Now I'm requesting other team members, does it benefit by putting that RE : and sending an email? What's your opinion? Satpal, if you can share, or anyone else also. Will it get a better open rate? Oh, okay. Satpal is having audio issues. Anyone else? Because my personal opinion is you should use it sparsely, but anyone can share a technical perspective. It will be great. Okay, I think, but you can do that once you build trust, and that too very rarely. That's what is Satpal's opinion, because they shouldn't see it like a ploy to get them to that the mail has come. And for all you know, Google learns, right? Saurav, as we all know, at one point when the volumes increase, Google will find a way to catch it and say that, okay, this should be treated as a spam, for all you know.
Yes, that is also fine, but still, if you will run the campaign for the first time, then that will give us the highest number of open.
Maybe I would strongly suggest, why don't you try it on one of them and maybe share it as a small one-pager experience of yours.
Do that. Very soon we are planning to do. I'm planning to do that for my company. So very soon.
Yeah, I'm sure then all the digital marketing in DV also, we have so many members would benefit. Okay, so I think please go ahead and do that. We all would be happy to hear how your experience has been on that. Though we will talk much earlier, but I would urge share it with everyone so everyone can benefit. Okay, we have Namrata also joined. Hi Namrata, we just done with the presentation. Everyone, please share your email address on my WhatsApp so that I can quickly collect the email address and send the presentation. Any other questions? And try the tools that I shared in the presentation so that I'm sure it will get added to your toolkit. Any other tools that would be of very helpful for email marketers? Anyone has an opinion or that you use? Like Sender Score,
No, I think we have a list of tools that that one of our faculty member had shared also.
Oh, great.
So, yeah.
So Harry, if you don't mind, because for the benefit of our team members who have joined here, could you share that list in case as a screenshot or something that you have? So I'll try to incorporate into the presentation as well and share it, so that, because all said done, tools are very useful and very important.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think you know him, Neeti.
Okay.
Neeti was the faculty. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I think Viren
He
has
had
shared. Yeah. So just if you could share today by end of the day, it will be great. I will incorporate and send the presentation so that it's more fruitful, beneficial to all. And I see Viren Singh shared something due to IP address of the sender, no unsubscribe link, bad email is yes. These are very important factors. As I shared, look at that pattern. People are just writing in black and white. There's no template to mislead, in a word you can say, or to beat the servers. They are sacrificing the template. They're writing in plain black and white because the open rate is increasing. Because the program that I'm doing, which is Digital Deepak's program, in that he sends all the emails like this. I was wondering, why was he doing like this? And realized now today when I listen to that video, templates are treated by servers as standard mails, as advertising mails.